part 2 because that video kind of ended prematurely. So this press was over there, but I ended up moving it over here today. And again, courtesy of that thing, it's awesome. So I was able to move this press over here. So I just got random stuff thrown around it. I'm gonna clean it up. I got those 2 huge dominated pry bars. Came in really handy. Again, not everything has to be automotive, right? Came in really handy when I had to offload that thing off. Actually, you should be able to see it. They had a pallet. I got to break it down and throw it in the trash, but it came on that pallet. And trying to figure out how to get it off that pallet. Definitely that Dominator pry bar came in really handy for doing that. So this platform, the wheels are busted. The wheels weren't anything of high quality, but the wheels are certainly shredded. I had 8 wheels on there, and the 4 corners were completely shredded, so I had to take the 4 center wheels and exchange them. And even these ones they've seen better days, so they're shredded. But I think this press is gonna stay in this position. I think it should be all right here. It hangs over slightly, but it's not crazy. This toolbox is here. I'll have to push this thing down slightly, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world that the crank is going to be slightly awkward in the corner because of how much I use it. So I'm fine with that. I can deal with that. Because I'm gonna have to push this toolbox down so this door can't open up, because right now it's kind of hitting on that bump stop right there. Clearly the space will not be occupied by anything because I need to access this door. So I gotta figure out a space for my compressor and all this stuff. These 2 boxes, I'll kind of put, when I build a shelf for the underside, put them there. And then this box will eventually, like I said, I have a feeling I'm gonna get rid of this box just because I don't like the upper portion. Like right now, there's stuff in here, but then as you see it, it's a catch all for random stuff. So, and then I think there's adequate space here to get inside the house. Like I said, this stuff will go, and it's probably gonna be like a pretty low profile shoe rack that goes right here on this wall, a coat rack or something, key rack or something, you know, all the stuff that you kind of catch as you enter the house. Car fits in here. This is a Honda Accord, a full-size sedan. It fits in here with that much space in front and just enough space in the back to kind of walk past. In my previous garage, I actually put a stop on the floor, so when my wife kind of hit it, she knows to stop. Well, she has definitely ignored that stop before and caused this thing, so I got to get that out. But she knows better. Well, I hope she knows better that we can't be having contact being made at this point. Anyway, still gonna get rid of that, especially if I get that ideal lift, because that's gonna not be ideal to have that centerpiece there. But I think I can get it because all this stuff will be in that little storage closet. But yeah, still a little bit of odds and ends to kind of knock out, but let's get in there. I mean, I feel like moving stuff around, picking up stuff, moving stuff, but part of it is assembling stuff, like assembling my press, assembling the toolboxes, assembling the strut compressor, assembling the Harbor Freight dollies, assembling toolboxes. So it's all part of assembling, seeing what fits where. But I measured the distance right there, and that's exactly 56 inches. So that leaves adequate space to access and not block the water heater, because that's important to have that stuff not blocked off. So yeah, just kind of chilling in the garage right now, just kind of brainstorming what I want. I absolutely think I'm gonna take a look at it tomorrow. Another 56 overhead and 2 side lockers. That's plenty of space. That's plenty of like this entire space right here filled with like blow molded cases. That's plenty of blow molded cases that I can like organize and like, you know, have stuff, different categories, you know, so I know where I'm going when I'm looking for stuff. I mean, one of these is completely filled with fluid and stuff, so I was not anticipating that, but it is what it is. But the reason why I'm kind of torn is because the smaller pieces that you have that you need to fit in a drawer or something. But I will say that having 2 additional lockers with those lower slide-in drawers that kind of slide out from these, they'll come in handy. And I am thinking about somehow figuring out how to modify it to get a locker or 2 with just all slide-out drawers in there. It's probably a modification that I'll have to do on my own. Buy extra drawers from Harbor Freight. Because that would be ideal, a locker. Maybe I can open this, talk about. Let's see. I kind of have all the keys hidden because I realized earlier my son came in here and I just had the keys in them chilling just for ease of accessibility. And he decided to open, that he wanted to open, and I was like, that's a bad idea. In fact, he was going for the 73, which that's the dangerous one. Gotta move these jugs. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. If I can have 2 lockers with just those slide out drawers, it would be pretty cool because they can hold a lot. Otherwise, you just have to put blow molded cases and stuff in there. But those slide out drawers, I feel like you can get way more stuff into those little slide out drawers than into these little half-ass drawers. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm gonna have to use my Hutch for, you know, small stuff. I don't want to have it too cluttered, but I'll certainly put my scan tool up there just to make sure that's accessible. Safety stuff, just so I have that Eye Pro, Air Pro, gloves, flashlight, just stuff that you want to have, you're always going to use at the ready. So I'll have those up there. There is a power receptacle behind there, but I believe I'm not sure if the power plug for these is at a 90 degrees, because if it sticks out, then that's not, I don't want something sticking out straight out from the wall. If it's at a 90, I can work with that. And then I'll plug this in, so at least that's usable. I might even run an extension, an extension that has a 90-degree down, and just leave it hanging on the floor for just so it's usable. The only problem, if that thing trips with the reset, the GFCI, then yeah, that's a world of hurt to try to reset that with this thing in place. Anyway, that's my thought process. Kind of happens when you have a lot of stuff. It's either you get rid of it or you find a place to store it. And one of the things I've found is that it doesn't help stacking tools on top of tools. Like, it certainly does not make you efficient. It certainly does not make you use them. It certainly does not doesn't help the cause. So some of these are empty. So not everything is completely. So I'm complaining about space when I have empty cars and stuff. It's just I haven't really gotten around to putting stuff where I want it yet. I've just been kind of assembling the larger stuff. So we'll see. I'll sleep on it. I know the prices have gone up, so yeah, I'm not excited about that, but prices will forever go up. So it's either you get it now, call it good. What else is there? Man, I love this thing. You definitely don't need to be pulling a truck engine or whatever, but case in point, you need to put that stuff up there, and maybe you're by yourself. You can rig it to where you can just, you know, lift that stuff by yourself. I've certainly done that. Now I can go back and remove these from the ceiling, and kind of plug those holes. Yeah. Yep, I need to fix the floor over here, grout the floor. Man, so much work. Anyway, this is just me rambling. I like spending time in the garage, looking at projects. Part of it is also getting this stuff situated so I can tackle stuff in the house. So that's why I've been spending so much time in the garage. It's just so I can get stuff situated in here, so I'll be able to work on the cars, and then get stuff out of the house to be able to continue working on the house itself, get stuff painted up, floors done, and all that stuff. Anyway, step back. There you go. One thing I might need to work on is the lighting. I only got a single light in here, which it's not the end of the world. I'm not making professional videos where I need like lighting and I care that much about it, but I do care about lighting. I mean, I can still work on this car, like do oil changes or something in here with the space that I have. I mean, I'll just plan to like have the car at its max AF position, and I can do that in here. Or I can, what I've done in the past, I've driven the car in at a diagonal just so I can have space, especially if I'm gonna use my quick jacks or something, which I haven't tried in this garage yet, but it should be doable. But that's something that yeah. Or if I know I'm gonna be done with the project, the car will be sticking out. I just know I have to be done with the project to get the wheels back on, to close the garage door, because then obviously you can't close the door. Anyway, kind of blabbering at this point. Anyway, like me always say, like I know anything.